Sutra number 10. Abhava pratyaya alambana vrittir nidra. What this sutra means literally is that deep sleep, they're talking about deep sleep here, not the dream state. Deep sleep is the mental process which is without any support of normal memory-based consciousness. Memory. Our waking and our dream state are based on memory. Who am I? I cannot define this without my memory. What is this place I am sitting in? Who are my parents? What language do I speak? What are the words that I know to communicate? How do I understand the world around me? How do I feel about it? All of this is memory. Immediate reference is also memory in the dream state and waking state. When I open my eyes and I look at something and I know it's a wall, it's a sky, it's a star, it's memory. It's the same in the dream state. When I'm dreaming, I'm aware in the dream through my memory. Deep sleep is a state that does not have memory as its base. It has instead as its base pure consciousness. But because of the lack of awareness, because of the lack of normal memory functioning in the deep sleep, we are not able to remember the deep sleep. Instead, we just say, I slept well, I had deep sleep. We switch off for that period of time. There is no memory, no physical memory, no psychological memory, except that of bliss. The bliss that comes from deep sleep. We all know sleep deprivation is the worst thing that can happen to a human being. For interrogation and such like purposes, sleep deprivation is considered one of the worst forms of torture. It breaks the human mind. Why does it do that? Why does deprivation of sleep have such a strong effect on the human mind? This is because deep sleep is the place from where the consciousness of the dreaming and the waking come from. The dream state is born from the deep sleep, and from the dream state is born the waking state of our daily lives. Without deep sleep, the source, the waking and the dream state suffer shattering consequences, falling apart until they cannot be held together, resulting in insanity. So, deep sleep. This, according to both the Raja Yoga Sutras that we're doing here, and also one of the greatest texts of psychology called the Mandukya Upanishad, written 3,000 years before. According to these texts, sleep, deep sleep, is the mother state where our self is lying in the bedrock of pure consciousness, but without the support of normal state of memory that functions in the ego consciousness. The ego consciousness, our normal waking self, the one that I call with a name. I am Roshan, you are John, you are Mary, etc. The one that has a name, the one that has a body, the one that dies and is born. This is the ego body, the ego mind, and that belongs to the waking and dream state. It is the child of the mother state coming from deep sleep. So, which is pure self. And so, the deep sleep is the mother, the source of the waking and the dream state. Now, the whole practice is to bring into awareness the deep sleep state. It is a special awareness, a special memory. It is not the normal ego self. It is not the intellect. It is not even the intuition that we have flashes of in our normal waking state. No, this is a special consciousness. We shall learn more about that and the techniques of how to actually practically do this. That is what the Raja Yoga is all about. And we shall be doing this both in Raja Yoga and in the module that deals with Kriya Yoga and Kundalini, which are the practical aspect of the practice of Raja Yoga and how to get to that level technically, practically, by method. When our deep sleep has as its primary energy the one called tamas, inertia, then we wake up feeling very heavy. We feel we have not slept well. We are still in a very sleepy, heavy, lethargic mode of mind, of body. The body is stiff. This is when tamas or inertia has been the dominant energy in deep sleep. There are 3 such energies. We will talk about that later, but we have also covered these in detail in the Samkhya module and the 5 elements module that deals with our psychology and how it is related to these 5 elements and the 3 energies from which these 5 elements are derived. So these 3 energies or states of energy. One is inertia, tamas. The second is energy disturbance, disturbed energy, high energy, disturbed, chaotic. This is rajas. And the last is high energy, harmonized, balanced, synchronized. This is Satwa, clarity. So when our sleep has inertia, tamas, as the dominant, we wake up heavy. When our sleep has a rajas, chaos, disturbed energy, as the dominant force, we wake up with a disturbed mind. We wake up angry. We wake up with a lot of thoughts running around in the mind. There is anxiety, high energy but negative emotion. This is a reflection of rajas, chaotic energy, being the dominant force of deep sleep state. If our deep sleep state had sattva, purity or clarity as the dominant energy, we wake up with a feeling that I have slept so well, I feel so light, so clear right now, and it's going to be a great day. Feelings of optimism, feelings of love towards the self and others, feelings of happiness and joy. This is sattva in deep sleep. So we should first try to bring sattva into deep sleep through the proof of how we wake up. We know how successful we have been in this practice of bringing sattva, purity, into deep sleep. Once we do this, we can then practice bringing total awareness, pristine self-awareness in the deep sleep state. At that stage, we start to attain the higher levels of consciousness, when there is pristine clarity in deep sleep. So, if we are to bring this kind of pristine awareness to the deep sleep state, If we are to be aware of our own ecstatic selves during this deep sleep, how do we do it? How do I bring awareness to my deep sleep state? The method of doing that is Yoga Nidra, lucid dreaming and attaining lucidity in the dreaming and then continuing into hyper-lucidity, superconsciousness, into the deep sleep as the dream state slips into the deep sleep, continuing with feather-light awareness. This method and its practice, its techniques are Yoga Nidra. Those who are interested in that, of course, can do our Yoga Nidra module, which is also part of the 4 Yoga course, as those who are doing the 4 Yoga course know. We will have occasion to talk more about Yoga Nidra also in the future sutras of the chapter. This is the ending of the 2nd episode on the Raja Yoga Sutras. And in the 3rd episode, we will go into the last of these 5 mental processes, which is the basis of our dream and waking state, memory. What is memory? Can we work with memory? Can we transform the emotional effects of memory? And also, we will do in the next episode the basis of where these mental processes that we talked about, these 5, including memory, where do they come from? Why do we have different mental processes? Are individual psychological types unique? The kleshas. We will come to that in the next episode. We hope you'll be with us on the journey of self-discovery and transformation. This is Raj Yoga with Arya Marga. I am Roshan Mohandas. Thank you for joining us. Namaskaram.